Have you ever thought you were making a smart, healthy choice by adding more fish to your diet, only to later find out that some of those same fish might actually be harming your body? For people over 60, this isn't just a minor concern. It can be a serious issue. Studies show that eating the wrong fish just a couple of times a week can increase the chances of stroke, memory loss, and long-term diseases by as much as 70%. That's a huge risk, and yet millions of older adults eat these very fish regularly, often believing they're protecting their health. But here's the other side of the story. Not all fish are bad. In fact, some are among the most powerful foods you can eat to support healthy aging. While the wrong types can add inflammation, clog your arteries, and weaken your memory, the right ones can do the opposite. They can help protect your heart, keep your brain sharper, strengthen your bones, and even slow down the natural signs of aging. Just imagine having more energy, clearer thinking, and stronger mobility, simply by choosing the right fish at the grocery store or restaurant. That's why in this video, we're breaking it all down. You'll discover the 4 types of fish you should absolutely avoid if you're over 60, and the 4 you should be adding to your weekly routine. And don't miss this. Fish number 2 on the do not touch list is surprisingly common, and chances are you may already have it in your fridge or freezer right now. Before we get started, welcome if this is your first time here. How old are you right now? Drop your age in the comments. We are reading and replying to each single one. Hit like, subscribe, and drop your country in the comments so we know where our family is growing from. Let's begin. The 4 best fish for seniors. 4. Sardines. At first glance, sardines may not seem impressive. They're small, inexpensive, and usually found in cans stacked on supermarket shelves. Yet behind this simple appearance lies one of the most powerful foods seniors can add to their diet. For adults over 60, sardines provide nutrients that directly protect the heart, brain, bones, and overall vitality. The standout feature of sardines is their rich supply of omega-3 fatty acids, especially EPA and DHA. These healthy fats are essential for heart health, reducing inflammation, and supporting memory and focus. This matters greatly because chronic inflammation is the hidden driver of many age-related conditions: arthritis, stiff joints, clogged arteries, and even cognitive decline. Omega-3s act like natural fire extinguishers, cooling down damage at the cellular level while promoting healthy circulation and sharper thinking. Sardines are also one of the rare natural sources of vitamin D. After age 60, the body's ability to convert sunlight into vitamin D declines sharply, leaving many older adults unknowingly deficient. A single can of sardines can provide nearly 40% of daily vitamin D needs. Combined with the calcium and phosphorus in their edible bones, this creates a powerful shield against osteoporosis and fractures, while also supporting immune strength and mood stability. Equally important is vitamin B12, another nutrient found abundantly in sardines. B12 supports nerve function, red blood cell production, and energy levels. Low levels are common with aging and can cause fatigue, memory problems, or tingling in the hands and feet. Sardines deliver this vitamin in a natural and highly absorbable form, helping to preserve both physical and mental performance. Another reason sardines are a smart choice is their purity. Because they feed on plankton and are low on the food chain, they carry virtually no mercury or heavy metals, a problem common in larger fish like tuna or swordfish. Science confirms their benefits. A 2013 study published in Nutrition, Metabolism and Cardiovascular Diseases showed that older adults who consume sardines regularly experienced improved cholesterol profiles, lower triglycerides, and stronger cardiovascular protection. Affordable, shelf-stable, and versatile, sardines can be eaten straight from the can, spread on toast, mixed into salads, or combined with pasta. For seniors who want to age well, sardines are far more than a budget-friendly food. They are a true longevity powerhouse. 3. Wild-caught Pacific cod. When it comes to fish that quietly support nearly every aspect of senior health, wild-caught Pacific cod deserves far more attention. It may not be as well known as salmon or tuna, but cod offers one of the most balanced nutrient profiles for adults over 60. A single serving delivers roughly 40 grams of high-quality easily absorb protein, the exact type needed to fight sarcopenia, the muscle loss that undermines balance, mobility, and independence with age. And unlike fattier fish that can feel heavy or upset digestion, cod is light, easy to cook, and generally well tolerated. Cod also provides a remarkable amount of selenium, a trace mineral that functions like a microscopic shield for your cells. Selenium strengthens the immune system and protects the brain from oxidative stress, often described as invisible rust, that accelerates both aging and cognitive decline. In fact, a 2012 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors with higher selenium levels perform significantly better on memory tests and experience slower cognitive decline than those with deficiencies. Just one portion of Pacific cod can meet or even surpass 100% of your daily selenium needs. But that's not all. Cod is rich in phosphorus, which works with calcium to keep bones dense and strong, lowering the risk of fractures, a major concern as we age. It also supplies vitamin B12, which becomes harder to absorb with age. Without enough B12, fatigue, nerve issues, and memory problems can creep in. Cod delivers this nutrient in a form that's easy for the body to use, keeping energy levels steady and the nervous system healthy. Equally important is cod's purity. Living shorter lives in Alaska's cold, clean waters, cod has less time to accumulate mercury or toxins, making it one of the safest seafood options. Plus, Alaska's cod fishery is among the most sustainable on Earth, so you can enjoy it without guilt. In short, wild-caught Pacific cod offers quiet strength, lean protein for muscles, selenium and B12 for the brain and nerves, phosphorus for bones, and a clean, sustainable profile. For seniors aiming to stay strong, sharp, and resilient, cod is a wise weekly choice. 2. Wild-caught Alaskan salmon. When it comes to fish that truly earn the title of superfood, wild-caught Alaskan salmon stands at the very top. Its nutrient profile supports nearly every system in the body, making it one of the smartest choices for adults over 60. One of its strongest advantages is its exceptional content of omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA. These healthy fats are vital for maintaining brain power, calming inflammation, and protecting the heart. Seniors who eat salmon regularly often notice clearer memory, steadier moods, and less joint stiffness. Research backs this up. A 2014 study in neurology found that older adults with higher DHA levels had larger brain volumes and slower cognitive decline compared to those with low levels. This shows that the omega-3s in salmon don't just ease symptoms, they actively preserve brain tissue and function. Every serving is like an investment in keeping memory sharp and thinking clear. Salmon is also a top-quality protein source, providing around 40 grams per serving. Protein becomes increasingly important with age to prevent muscle loss, frailty, and falls. Unlike red or processed meats, salmon delivers this fuel without harmful fats, making it ideal for long-term strength and independence. Another unique benefit comes from astaxanthin, the natural pigment that gives salmon its pink-orange color. Astaxanthin is one of the most powerful antioxidants known, helping protect cells from oxidative stress, supporting skin elasticity, and improving eye health. Many seniors notice brighter energy and healthier skin when this antioxidant is part of their diet. On top of this, salmon is loaded with selenium, vitamin B12, vitamin B6, and vitamin D. Selenium shields cells and supports thyroid function. B vitamins help maintain nerve health and energy. Vitamin D, often deficient in seniors, strengthens bones and boosts immunity. Equally important is purity. Wild Alaskan salmon grow in clean, cold waters and eat a natural diet, so they contain far fewer contaminants like mercury or PCBs compared to farm salmon. In short, wild-caught Alaskan salmon is more than a healthy meal. It's a nutrient powerhouse. For seniors seeking sharper minds, stronger bodies, and better overall resilience, this fish is one of nature's best defenses against aging. 1. Rainbow trout. Rainbow trout may not have the fame of salmon or tuna, but for seniors, it ranks among the smartest choices you can add to your diet. This freshwater fish is a true nutrient powerhouse, offering a wide range of protective benefits in one accessible, mild-flavored option. A single serving of rainbow trout delivers an excellent dose of omega-3 fatty acids, the same brain and heart-protecting compounds found in salmon. These healthy fats reduce inflammation, keep arteries clear, and support sharper thinking, all of which are critical as we age. For adults over 60, omega-3s also play a key role in lowering the risk of stroke and memory decline. But trout's advantages go well beyond omega-3s. It is unusually rich in potassium, a mineral that directly supports healthy blood pressure by counteracting excess sodium. Since nearly 70% of seniors deal with hypertension, potassium becomes vital for easing strain on the heart and reducing stroke risk. Trout also provides phosphorus, which teams up with calcium to preserve bone density and protect against fractures, a top concern for maintaining independence later in life. Iron and zinc add to its strengths. Iron supports red blood cell production, preventing the fatigue and weakness that come with anemia. Zinc boosts immune defenses, speeds up wound healing, and helps preserve taste and smell, senses that commonly decline with age. Add vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant, and you get further protection against oxidative stress, the rusting process that accelerates aging. Safety is another big reason trout stands out. In the U.S., farmed rainbow trout is raised under strict standards, with clean water and limited antibiotic use. This makes it one of the cleanest, lowest mercury fish you can buy, unlike some imported farm fish that may carry higher toxin risks. Science confirms these benefits. A 2017 study in the Journal of Nutrition and Metabolism found that adults who ate trout improved their cholesterol profiles, reduced oxidative stress, and gained measurable cardiovascular benefits. Tender, mild, and versatile, rainbow trout can be baked, grilled, or pan-seared with ease. For seniors looking for a safe, nutrient-rich, and heart-friendly option, rainbow trout is a clear winner. The 4 worst fish for seniors. 4. Imported catfish. At first glance, catfish seems harmless, affordable, widely available, and mild in taste, which makes it attractive to many seniors. But when it comes to imported catfish, especially from certain Asian farms, the picture changes dramatically. These fish are among the most contaminated options you could bring to the table. The problem starts with farming practices. Imported catfish are often raised in overcrowded ponds where disease spreads rapidly. To keep them alive, farmers rely heavily on antibiotics and chemical treatments. Traces of these substances remain in the flesh and end up in your body. For seniors, this is particularly risky because antibiotic residues can interfere with prescribed medications and contribute to antibiotic resistance, a growing global health concern. Contamination goes even further. Food safety tests have repeatedly found residues of banned chemicals, pesticides, and even carcinogens in imported catfish. In 2016, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, reported that nearly 10% of imported catfish samples contain banned substances, some linked to cancer. Many of these fish are also raised in polluted waters, absorbing industrial runoff and heavy metals like lead and mercury. Since detoxification systems slow with age, seniors are more vulnerable to kidney damage, neurological decline, and other long-term effects. Nutrition is another issue. Imported catfish are usually fed low-quality diets heavy in corn and soy, creating an unhealthy imbalance of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids. While some omega-6 is necessary, too much fuels inflammation. For seniors managing arthritis, heart disease, or autoimmune conditions, eating imported catfish can worsen symptoms. A 2014 study in the Journal of Inflammation Research confirmed that diets high in omega-6 relative to omega-3 significantly raise inflammatory markers, amplifying chronic health problems. To make matters worse, catfish offer less protein and fewer protective nutrients compared to clean, nutrient-dense fish like trout or cod. What you get instead is a low-quality meal paired with hidden risks. If you enjoy catfish, the safest choice is to stick with U.S. farm varieties. They are raised under strict regulations, in cleaner waters, and with tighter monitoring. For seniors aiming to protect their heart, brain, and immune health, avoiding imported catfish is a smart move. 3. Tuna. For decades, tuna has been marketed as a lean, protein-rich staple, easy to add to sandwiches, salads, or pasta. But behind its popularity lies a serious concern for seniors: mercury. Large tuna species like albacore, big eye, and yellowfin live long lives at the top of the food chain. Over time, they accumulate mercury from the smaller fish they eat, and those levels concentrate in their flesh. When you eat tuna, you're not just getting protein, you're also ingesting heavy metals your body struggles to remove. For older adults, the risk is even greater. With age, the liver and kidneys, the body's detox systems, become less efficient. This allows mercury to build up faster, where it damages the brain and nervous system. The result can include memory lapses, tremors, numbness, confusion, and mood changes. Often mistaken for normal aging or dementia, these symptoms can sometimes be traced back to something as simple as eating tuna too often. Mercury doesn't just affect the brain, it also strains the heart by disrupting electrical signaling, which raises the risk of irregular rhythms and even heart attacks. A 2016 study in JAMA Neurology found that seniors with higher blood mercury levels, mostly from fish consumption, were up to 65% more likely to experience cognitive decline than those with lower levels. The threat is not theoretical. It's been measured in real people. How much is too much? Surprisingly little. Just 2 weekly servings of albacore or big eye tuna can push seniors above the Environmental Protection Agency's safe limit. Even canned tuna, though widely assumed safe, carries risks. Light tuna, usually skipjack, contains less mercury than albacore, but should still be limited to once or twice a month at most. The real danger is when tuna becomes a dietary staple. Cheap, convenient, but quietly harmful over time. The good news is that safer alternatives exist. Fish like sardines, cod, and trout deliver the same high-quality protein and omega-3s without the toxic burden. For seniors who want to protect memory, mood, and heart health, cutting back on tuna may be one of the simplest yet most effective dietary changes. 2. King mackerel. Mackerel often creates confusion because not all types are the same. Smaller varieties like Atlantic and Spanish mackerel are safe and even beneficial, but king mackerel is another story entirely. This large, long-lived predator sits high on the food chain, which means it builds up some of the highest mercury levels of any commonly eaten fish. For adults over 60, that combination is especially dangerous. Mercury is a powerful neurotoxin, and its effects hit aging brains and nervous systems the hardest. Regularly eating king mackerel can speed up cognitive decline, showing up as memory lapses, confusion, poor concentration, or even depression. These symptoms are often mistaken for normal aging, yet mercury could be the hidden culprit. A 2012 study in environmental health found that adults over 60 with higher mercury exposure were significantly more likely to experience cognitive impairment and slower thinking compared to younger adults. The older the brain, the more vulnerable it becomes to mercury's damage. The risks don't end with memory. Mercury also harms the cardiovascular system by increasing oxidative stress, damaging blood vessel linings, and disrupting normal heart rhythms. This raises the chance of arrhythmias, strokes, and heart attacks, already leading concerns for seniors. Because of this, both the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, and Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, include king mackerel on their official Do Not Eat list for seniors, pregnant women, and children. The danger is that many people don't realize there's a difference. At grocery stores or restaurants, menus often say simply mackerel, leaving diners unaware they might be eating the riskiest type. Unless you ask directly, you may not know whether you're getting safe Atlantic mackerel or toxic king mackerel. The good news, not all mackerel is harmful. Smaller species like Atlantic and Spanish mackerel have much lower mercury levels and still provide valuable omega-3 fatty acids for heart and joint health. The bottom line is simple. If you're over 60, king mackerel should be off the menu. By avoiding this high mercury fish and choosing safer varieties, you'll protect your brain, support your heart, and reduce long-term health risks. 1. Farm tilapia. Tilapia has become one of the most widely eaten fish in the U.S. thanks to its low cost, mild flavor, and reputation as a lean protein. But for seniors, farm tilapia may be one of the worst seafood choices. The problem lies not only in how it's raised, but also in its poor nutritional profile. Most farm tilapia are grown in overcrowded ponds or cages where parasites and disease spread easily. To keep the fish alive, farmers rely heavily on antibiotics, pesticides, and antifungal agents. These chemicals don't disappear, they accumulate in the flesh and end up in your body. For older adults whose immune and detox systems are less efficient, this adds unnecessary strain and increases long-term health risks. Diet is another concern. To save money, farms often feed tilapia, corn, soy, or even animal waste. This unnatural diet changes the fish's fat composition, creating an extreme imbalance of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids, sometimes as high as 11:1. While the body needs some omega-6, excess amounts fuel inflammation. For seniors managing arthritis, diabetes, or heart disease, tilapia can make problems worse. A 2008 study in the Journal of the American Dietetic Association even concluded that farmed tilapia's inflammatory potential was greater than that of hamburgers or bacon. For a food marketed as healthy, that's alarming. Contamination adds another layer of risk. Independent testing has found traces of dioxins in farmed tilapia, industrial pollutants that build up in body fat and remain for years. Dioxins are linked to cancer, immune suppression, and hormonal disruption. Seniors who are more vulnerable to toxin buildup face even greater risks from long-term exposure. Nutritionally, tilapia also falls short. Compared to cleaner fish like salmon or sardines, it offers far fewer omega-3s, vitamin B12, and selenium, nutrients essential for protecting the brain, bones, and cardiovascular system. What you're left with is a fish that fills the plate but delivers little nourishment while quietly fueling inflammation. The takeaway is simple. While tilapia may look like an affordable choice, the hidden costs to your health are too high. Seniors are far better off choosing wild-caught, nutrient-dense fish like salmon, trout, or cod for real protection and longevity. To wrap things up, not every fish is a safe choice for people over 60. Options like imported catfish, tuna, king mackerel, and farmed tilapia may look harmless, but often hide toxins, mercury, and unhealthy fats that quietly harm your health, fueling inflammation, memory loss, and raising the risk of stroke or heart problems. The good news is that safer choices exist. Wild-caught salmon, sardines, Pacific cod, and rainbow trout deliver clean nutrition rich in omega-3s, vitamins, and minerals. They protect your brain, support your heart, strengthen bones, and keep joints flexible, helping you stay sharper and more active. What do you think? Have you eaten any of these fish recently? Drop your thoughts, age, and country in the comments so we can connect. Thank you for watching and being part of this community. To keep learning, we've handpicked 2 videos for you. Click on one, and we'll see you there.